Alrighty. Hey everybody. Welcome to the Mouse House. It is Linehouse and my best friend Sneganez here for an exciting Season 10 cast of Division C East Nexus Cats versus Witch Rhythm. And that team name is not going to be difficult at all to say the entire evening. How are you doing,
Yeah,
Snag?
I'm definitely gonna mess that up a lot. Which with them?
Which with them? Which with them? Anyway, we do have map bans and picks. Nexus Cats won the coin toss. They elected for first pick. They have decided to ban Hanamura and Towers of Doom. Witch Rhythm banned Volskaya and Alterek. And they elected to pick Cursed Hollow as the first map that we're going to. And actually, we do have standings I can go to. That's right. We're into week 2. So Nexus Cats are actually in second place right now with 3 points. Tied for first, I guess, supposedly with Zuljin. I don't know how tiebreakers are done on this standing sheet. Witch Rhythm in 10th. It looks like they lost their first round matchup 1-2, but they did take a map off, so it was not a domination. So that being said, Snag, do you have any insight into either's teams before we head into the draft?
Not a clue.
Hell yeah.
No. I mean, I don't think there's enough. There's not enough games really played to have the scoutingness going on. We know we have some semblance of what Nexus Cats likes to do sometimes because they kind of steal from some other teams of strategies.
They're not original. We understand.
They're not very original. And Witch Rhythm, it's got some people that we see some names that we see in the NGS community, so we see how they play it out.
Yeah, I recognize Tudimas Sloth. I think I recognize that person. I really actually like Real Rad Dad, so I really hope that person wants to become my new best friend with that name because that's fantastic.
Real Rad Dad. You would hope that he's everybody's Real Rad Dad.
Exactly. Real quick in the chat, Just Key, thank you for your subscription to the Mouse House. 3 months now. And you are, as always, all of our subscribers are valued top tier members of the Mouse House. You all live in the suite with, obviously, myself, the head mouse.
That's sweet now? I feel like that's a downgrade.
Wow.
In the house? So is this a hotel?
No, it's a house, like a mansion. What kind of house do you think a mouse lives in?
All right, so it's a bunch of different en-suites of the house.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Because you gotta paint the picture.
All right, I gotta paint the word picture. Going into the bands.
Is this a
Rel and
Southern
Ming
style?
are banned on the side of the Nexus Cats. Witch Rhythm has banned Imperius and
Garrosh. Oh, that's close.
ETC.
Mark does a lot of Garrosh. I'm surprised. I think that he's gotten some target bans before with the tank plays, but Cursed Hollows, this was picked by Witch. Those global maps. See if they opt in. It's a little harder to do those cheesy stuff unless they try to do some Juice Pirates degenerative or Apather Lost Vikings, which I don't believe Nexus Cats does at all. Have we ever seen them pick Lost Vikings?
I have not seen them.
I can't think of anybody on their team. I think Arthanet might play it, but who knows?
They did just first pick May, though. And we got Dibbles and Tassadar.
Classic Diablo, high and mighty right now in the meta with his even after the auto attack nerf, still pretty good.
All right.
I mean,
yeah.
He's I'm sorry. Hard to kill unless you have a bunch of percent damage.
Dibbles late game.
Yeah.
Brightwing being picked up by the side of the Kitty Cats and the Doctor on Captain First Ban in Silver League. I like to say I do like Ender's energy here in chat so far. I appreciate this. I like it.
Keep it up.
Get
Nexus Cat's gonna do stuff. That is true.
Yeah,
right.
I like that. I like Ender's response of get beat. Oh man! And Zinxy Cat, thank you for the follow. I am just reading through this. Apparently, Murda rated me 21 hours ago, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't streaming. So what was it?
Nice.
What was it? I must have been hosting something. That's kind of funny. Deckard
Yeah, you
being
must have been
banned
hosting.
out, and Zeratul on the side of which Rythm. So going back to the Brightwing pick, though, Brightwing has become kind of a new hot commodity in the higher upper tier players, right?
Upper echelon.
It's specifically a Diablo counter. That being said, do we think Gibbs can pull off the
Is he fast
Brightwing?
enough?
Yeah, is he
Is
fast
he going to
enough?
use the sheeps at the right time, or is he just going to use sheep randomly? So the
'Cause
trick
we-
is that Diablo queues anybody, and you immediately sheep them. So that way they can't do the flip. And so now Diablo's in your team, and your teammate is not in their team, and you're good to go.
Mhm.
But
And
it's
so
also
we've
really
seen-
good interest to Greymane too.
Yeah, we've also seen really lightning fast polymorphs from Valimar, but I don't know if Gibbs has that kind of mechanical prowess. That being said,
I'm
Greymane.
pretty sure Gibbs is the best. Gibbs
Oh,
is
the best
definitely
support in
better than
all of
Valimar.
NA?
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Valamar's only, what, GM
If
top
he's not getting
5?
drafted in CCL, I don't know what people are doing.
Greymane being picked up on the side of which Rythm? Dahaka as well, so they have that global presence. They have good burst.
Pick their healer. Real
They have
quick,
good
what's the
damage,
healer?
I think, with Tassadar, and then they have that good burst dive with the
Stukov.
Greymundo and the Dibbles. You think it's Stukov?
Damn it.
I think it's a Bloodlust Rhaegar, and I have not been putting any of these
Yep.
names into Soothsayer, so we're not even going to
I
bother
mean,
doing that.
slacking. You better type in fast.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I mean that's like not even old school, but like definitely a month ago, 2 months ago, Bloodlust Archon and Greymane just run it down. However they are going against Arthas, that is going to slow down that attack speed.
So the Arthas
But,
has to be a counter pick to Greymane, but that offlane Arthas, I
It
don't
still
know. That's
beats
gonna
up
be
on
rough.
Dahaka.
Yeah, but it's the rotation on this map I'm kind of worried about. Because
It's
he
Cursed
has
Hollow.
slow.
What are you rotating?
He has slow wave clear.
I mean, yeah, they have the option of Dahaka Burrow. You have Brightwing, so you can always send Brightwing out as well if they can plan ahead where Brightwing's basically in the lane with Dahaka, and then shows up for the big heal instead of the with the coming up with the stun.
Random poly. Let's go. All right. I kind of want them to make that a poll. Manage poll. New poll. How many? Okay, we'll do that in a second.
I don't even know how you would
In-game.
quantify it.
How many random polys? All right. I'm gonna get that. I'll get that going first. On the side of Nexus Kitty Cats on the blue team, we got Mark Zombie on May, McGiblets on the Brightwing, the Doctor on Kel'Thas, Arthanau on Vala, and Turd Herder on the Arthas.
And on the red team, which Rythm? We got Tudimus on the Rhaegar, Real Rad Dad on the Greymane, Blitz on that Dahak on Diablo, Matt on the Tassadar, and Zlop on the
There you
Dahaka.
go.
They're like on top of each other.
I
so you
believed
could
in
see it.
you. I believed in you. All right. So here's the early kerfuffle. I'm going to finish my poll question. How many random polys will Gibbs throw out in this game?
Yeah, but how do you count it as random or not?
I mean, if you just poly somebody who's not doing anything other than standing around looking pretty.
But then you can always just make the excuse that they were about to do something. Like you poly there. Was that random? Was that a random
No.
poly?
What? That could have been. He might have been doing a tongue right there.
So I like this combo when people are able to do it. You have the Tassar to kind of give Diablo a wall bang whenever he wants it if they're in range. So that's always kind of helpful. I'm sure we'll probably see Rhaegar go off to the camps for Witch Rhythm with, I'd imagine, Arthanau with Avala going out to do camps as well. So on Cursed Hollow, especially now that the teams see that the first tribute is going to be bot lane, they're actually going to be looking for Turd a little bit, but not going to be much. With the first objective being bot lane, you'll want to see the team that has the Giants opposite of that lane take the Giants last. Don't take the Giants first. You actually want to take Bruisers first, then go to your Giants, so that way the Giants are pushing on the opposite lane of the tribute. And then you do vice versa if the Giants are on the side of the tribute, like what 2D is doing here.
Factually correct. So real quick to answer chat questions.
They're both doing the right things.
Wait, no cams. Bumble, my camera decided to not work right beforehand, and I didn't want to leave Snag in his very glorious white t-shirt all alone. So he has opted not for cams. So I'm going to see if I can fix it before we do our match number 2 later this evening. And Matt picks, this was picked by which Rythm?
So Giants being taken up, so Tassar's going to push those in. Once Rhaegar and Real Rad Dad with the Grey Mane take the Knights, I'd imagine they're going to push those in pretty hard, or at least as hard as they can do it. And have you figured out why this like talent thing shows up on the left randomly?
It's not happening on
Does
my
that happen to
screen,
you?
so that's 100% a snag issue.
I don't know what that is. It's really annoying. I'm not clicking anybody; it just randomly shows up every new tier.
There's a Diablo flip on Mark Zombie, but May is able to yeet her way out of there. No harm, no foul. They do have a camp pushing mid on the side of... Now it's going to be on the side of Witch Rythm. They cleared the Cat's camp with no issue whatsoever. And Tassadar is going back for Manadar.
Zloth actually almost at no health at the top lane against the Doctor on the Kael'thas. Must have been eating a lot of chain bombs trying to get for the globes. But the positioning here is probably going to, looking more towards Witch Rhythm in the better positioning to start this off. Blitz smartly is going to control this little ISO bush. I like the really big long hold on the Siege Giants there. But did it cost them their positioning?
Let's find out. You know, Brightwing is able to teleport in. She's coming in onto the Turd Herder. Oh, okay. We got a flip onto the Doctor. I saw the cleanse go out from Brightwing, and I don't think Blitz on the Diablo. Are they going to get out of this? Oh, Artha now yeets forward, gets the kill, but they are all chunked on the side of the Cats from Matt's Tassadar damage. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to go down on the side of Kitty Cats, except for maybe Mark Zombie. No. That was a good pull by Sloth right there, but there wasn't really any ready follow-up from the team.
But look at the mana bar from Turd. I mean, he actually can't really be in here too much. And Mark's almost dead, but he's got that trait. I mean, they might be able to poke this out enough for Diablo to come back into the fight.
Yeah, Diablo is moseying on over from their death timer. Oh, but the Greymane is stunned by the Kael'thas on a lot of damage going out. Arth now able to secure that kill with the Vala, but like you said, almost every cat is actually out of mana at this point. So are they actually?
But now they're
able
coming
to
in with
get
their
this?
taps. They should be able to take it now. Yeah.
Speaking of though, look at this top lane. Look at that. What you're talking about? The Siege Giants. They've taken like a little bit of a tower, or they're about to start taking tower damage. Except for the Tassadar has rotated down, or up, I should say. Rhaegar goes down. Cats get the first objective, and they also have a 3-kill-to-nothing lead.
Yeah, I mean, Arthanau, I think they were all picked up by Arthanau on the Vala. Okay, 2 and 1 on Doctor on the Kael'thas. I mean, kind of just able to run it down on them after... Once Vala gets that 10 stacks of hatred, like, it's... People not sleep. You always forget how much damage Vala actually does, because like you don't see her that often, because like, oh yeah, she's so squishy. Oh, you don't want to pick Vala because she's going to die so fast. But if she can be protected, she pumps out so much damage.
Yep. Oh. Should roll up because there's things happening. Doctor getting dove upon by the Greymane on Real Rad Dad.
Once again, I mean, Rich Rhythm is there with the positioning at the first. I mean, they've been there on each of the tributes a lot sooner than the rest of the team, but
that's very
they can't
true.
stop them from poking them in.
Tassadar, oh, I thought they were going to get that for a second, and they're able to... The Cat's able to interrupt that channel, and they're looking to go in now on the side of Witch Rhythm. I feel like they're in a good choke right here for Witch Rhythm to make a move with the Diablo and like pin him against the wall.
Oh, they're spreading a lot of chain bombs. Nexus guy's getting
are.
a lot of chain bomb spread going off. And I think that's actually what's going to keep him off the point.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
He was 30 health.
And there's the Greymane caught out. I guess they stayed a little
He tried
bit
to go
long.
in for a poke. Yeah, he tried to go back in for a poke. Maybe a little greedy there. Got wrapped around by Turd Herder.
That Devil's Due, though. Blitz tapped and is going to be back at full health.
Yeah, it's always fun. Get a free Ancestral every time you get a globe.
Is it Chad?
Level 1.
Anyway, Tootie Moss back to get the camp on the Rhaegar. Artha now and Mark Zombie, and it looks like the Doc, nope, are going to get the camp for the Bruisers, and McGiblets is going to meander over with the Brightwing.
The good thing here is that they actually are both even on experience still. Even though it's 4-0, the tributes are heavily in favor of the Nexus Cats, but they will have 10 by this fight. So they're not in a checkmate scenario. Well, not even checkmate, but they're not in a hard press scenario where they're down 10s on the third tribute.
Checkmate, cursed hollow-ites. How's that work?
Yeah, GG, no re, go next.
GG, go next. Alright, we got one camp pushing bot, 2 camps pushing mid, 1 from each side. And Arthur now is working on this one. Do you think the cats just give this one up?
They could. I mean, it's even tens. This is a harder position for them to take, but it's all as long again since Witch Rhythm have been rotating to these objectives first, they have the control of this ISO.
And they're giving it. They're just gonna poke.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they could probably poke for with May on this bot side. Looks like they still might. Okay, that was kind of risky if Diablo did a charge there.
That was a hella risky rotation.
Yeah.
Looking through,
I mean,
we
I
do
don't
have
think May
Summon
would've died, but it was
Syndragosa.
risky.
I don't think so either. Let's Summon Syndragosa though on the side of Arthas, which means they're looking to push structures. We also have nothing else that's interesting on the side of the cats. And I think everything's about...
They're going to keep running it down.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's got to be running down with Syndragosa. And that hits everything, and they're now diving on to the Witch Rhythm. But Tacitar's come from the side and wants to say hello with his bzz. As no one dies, though.
Tacitar, go burr.
I like bzz better. Why is it burr? Why is it burr? I'm old, by the way.
But luckily for Nexus Cats, they had Kael'thas on the bottom the entire time. Honestly, didn't even try to make a rotation out there because he told his team to get out. They're still looking for the Dahaka, and they're still pushing in. So I mean, this is totally a win for Nexus Cats. Getting basically a level lead.
Mm-hmm. Bottom lane's pushed out pretty far. Doctor only has Tacitar on him, and we'll just meander away, do a little calm little stun, and just kind of walk away.
3 globes away from his finished quest.
Ooh. I like to point out that that was a Diablo charge, and not one polymorph went off right there.
That's what one.
Charge on that. There it is. Oh, okay. All right. All right. APOC goes down. Gonna catch. Oh, the Doctor gets caught in the APOC, and Kael'thas is gonna go down from that great engage by Witch Rhythm. But the cats focus their attention on Tacitar, and they're able to take them down in response, as well as Rhaegar. That is currently a 2-for-1 special, and I think they're looking for a 3-for-1 on Real Brad Dad. They're gonna get it.
Yeah, Volish should be able to chase that down.
Yep. 3-for-1 deal. There are no towers there to do anything about this Loth, though.
Yeah, I think they keep chasing that down. They're gonna get the objective,
Syndragosa's
so
back
they'll
up.
have that turned down.
Syndragosa's back up. So they run it down a lane and then Syndragosa the keep when it comes back up?
Yeah, I mean, like, you probably want to keep one person off lane, obviously. It looks like they're probably not going to have Arthas with it. I think a lot of times you probably want to Syndra when you have a boss pushing with it. That's what I would say before. I mean, you already have a curse off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what you're saying is that they push down here, they push into a keep wall, and then when the curse is over, because that's going to be about where you are, then you Syndra. You can. It's probably pretty risky because you're going to be even talent tiers, and you're really fighting over nothing besides just a fort that you hope you can fight
You're
under.
also fighting for my
bragging rights, obviously, and approval.
My Syndragosa is bigger than yours, right?
Exactly. Diablo's in trouble.
That was that was a good unstoppable. I mean, he didn't make it, but that was a good unstoppable by the Diablo there. Like, with Blitz, I believe.
Yeah, there was all 5 there. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any button he could have pressed unless he had blink already.
The only button he could have pressed was the instant kill everyone button. I believe it's a dev tool only that doesn't work in the game itself.
So Nexus Caster's ranking up the kills 8-1 right now. Let's look at
ranking
the damage.
Ranking up?
Yep. Yeah.
Not racking up? There it is.
Yeah. You can rank up kills. That still works.
Is it?
Get out of here.
Chat, does ranking up kills still work? Please press 1 in chat if yes, 2 if no. Avalanche goes off. Gets 2 in there,
that was
son.
A huge avalanche,
the
actually.
Poor Diablo.
Big wall.
Yeah, that was a huge wall by Matt. Good job saving the rest of the team, because that would have been another, 1 or 2 kills at a bare minimum if that wall didn't go
they were
down.
easily going to be able to chase that down.
And the cats now looking to walk away. 1 person dead. Diablo will be back in 7 seconds.
Boss.
Now they're gonna get boss. Is it double boss?
It's gonna be kind of I mean, they're even talent tiers. They could fight. Which Rhythm could fight this boss? They have Daka to burrow. Looks like they're not. Like, they're trying to make the decision. Looks like they are starting to rotate over there. They haven't seen anybody in lane, so they have to be thinking only Arthas in lane coming from the boss location.
Yeah, they just I don't know about this.
Good check.
I was gonna say though too, that's a lot of soak from top and mid. And here they come though. Is Diablo gonna get there in time? He is. Oh, that was a great stun by the Doctor. Another good unstoppable onto the Diablo. I think that was the cleanse from 2E but I don't.
Rhaegar,
it was still
yeah.
not enough. Again, when 4 people are trying to kill one person like that with a lot of CC, May
Yeah,
electing
Nexus
to.
Cats were just able to squeeze that away because I think there was just a little. They utilized that about a timing of indecision from which Rythm to get that boss. Now they're just gonna
Yeah.
probably double it up.
Double it.
Honestly,
Double it flavor.
there is probably where I would have pushed with the boss and Syndragosa. That guarantees keep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they
But
can still
this-
do it with this top boss.
Yeah, this will
so
guarantee it too,
matter.
right? So you just get both bosses. Mark Zombie.
Oh, they actually didn't have Syndragosa. Syndragosa just came up.
Mark. Did he use it during the team fight? He must have then, huh? I must have missed that. All right, they're gonna get this boss. Do you think they just push with it and forego the tribute?
Yes.
Because that's what they should do.
They
Do you
could
think
leave
they will
Brightwing to
actually
take the
do it?
tribute. Brightwing could stay and take the tribute and then teleport in.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see the Nexus Cats Syndragosa this.
So what does at this point though in the
Okay,
game,
perfect. Yeah, they're having Brightwing go out.
what does which Rythm need to do to get back into this? Because they seem to be heavily pushed in on this map right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have the Dahaka. Like, they're really actually not that pushed in if you look at the other 2 lanes. They're doing really good. They have lots of wave clear. I think a lot of times they just need to do a little bit more focus on their macro decision making to figure out when Diablo wants to go in and the rest of the team.
There goes the
cleanse there.
Syndragosa, and that was a great cleanses. I think was that their own medallions, both of them, because they both just kind of walked out of that May.
Rhaegar cleansed Diablo and Rhaegar medallion himself.
Okay, so 2D Moss doing a 2-for-1 special right there.
It's actually a very healthy boss.
Very healthy, but it looks like Cats are just gonna back off. Do you think they're probably gonna get this camp right here? Yeah, there they go. Off to get the camp. Well, the Witch Rythm takes care of the boss.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Did Brightwing teleport into that fight? I don't think
Yes, she did.
It's off cooldown though.
It's only like 50
I guess
seconds.
it's really short, yeah. So I mean, next, like they can be doing this kind of all day when they have the Arthas here and they kind of have this macro lead. Really, anytime they can just run through with all day.
Oh, dang.
They can really just hide in a lane, and then if they see a team, anybody on the opposite side of the field, opposite side of the map, they can just Syndragosa keep and kick one.
All right, here we go. I'm looking
nice
forward to this.
timing.
There is the Bloodlust. However, Avalanche does miss. I can speak Wells. Diablo does go down, but I think nope, Denial of Souls. He's just deadsy. Bye. Tassadar just bursting down the May. Dehaka will also go down though. That's a 2-for-1 in favor of Nexus Cats, but I think Turner is about to go down.
Oh my god, he
my
does-
god,
okay.
there he goes. Okay, 3 for 2, 4 for 2. The Cats are just winning
Can they end?
every team fight. Can they end? Question mark.
They have
Diablo
the 2
backs
damage
up.
dealers,
Oh no.
and they're gonna kill everybody.
If Rhaegar dies here, they can end.
I mean, Diablo's up in 5, so they might not be able to end.
And it's just
but-
Diablo though.
But I think Diablo, yeah, but he'll be able to at least push them off enough before his team gets there. Yeah, it looks like they're not going for it.
Yeah, okay. Death timers are
I
still
mean, like Diablo
kinda
might have
short.
died
They
for
are
it,
a
but
little
he
short.
would have. Yeah, he would have been able to at least delay them enough by having them focus Diablo, where his team would have been rezzed by the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think good decision there. I mean, they're 20 now, 3-level lead. They can kind of do what they want on the map. They have 2 keeps down,
3-level
Yeah.
lead.
and Curse coming up with the level lead. I mean, Witch Rythm is just kind of in a tough spot. They have to take a level 20 fight or a down level 20 fight and just kind of get a miracle. Catch somebody that might be making a bad rotation.
I mean, like, the Kalthos and Vala are fairly squished with only a Brightwing support. I feel like there's got to be a way for Diablo to get on that and get a kill. This isn't our curse though. They don't contest this, and it doesn't look like they're going to.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean, it's a tough spot for them because they're like, oh, we're down 20. Can we fight? And it's one of the spots where
game over, isn't it?
they can still hold off lanes. They'll lose mid keep guaranteed. I think I keep saying that, but I think it's guaranteed.
I almost
so
see
like they have to make
not go down. Yeah.
they have to make a defense on core, which is
Oh
doable.
my goodness! Infinite bombs. I hate Kalthos sometimes.
Oh, is it? Nice.
I think it's infinite bombs.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
went
put
flame
2.
strike. He went long range flame thrower.
Okay, so then
He
it
just
was
put- yeah,
just
he put 2
2.
out.
He put 2 on there quickly. Okay.
This is a hard
Yeah, they're just
defense.
gonna run
Like,
down.
they have to do something. They have to look for somebody to
Everything's
come
up.
in for a
Every
wall bang.
ultimate's up. Like, I don't know.
Follow right
This
there.
This is the
Oh,
fight.
okay.
This is the fight. They did find Arthano on the Vala, not able to finish it off, and the Brightwing immediately got a lot of healing onto the Vala with the burst of the the Q Arcane Flare. So much damage being dealt out to the side of which Rythm, and Diablo's going to go down. There goes Syndagosa. I'm sorry, 2D Moss is going to go down on the Rhaegar.
Heroes, enough.
Are they going to end? They want that
Oh,
kill
yeah,
on
I
the
mean, that's
Tassadar.
game now.
That's game.
They got
GG.
catapults on core. Everybody
Every
dead.
lane
So
is
game
pushed
one.
in. Oof.
Very clean going to Nexus Cats.
Very clean. GG's. Kitty Cats win game one. I feel like Rich Rhythm was really close to their team fight engages to what they wanted, and they just were like out executed by the Cats. Because every time they got a fight that they wanted on the engage side of it, with like Diablo going in on their target, their kill target, the Cats just like broke it up with either like a Brightwing polymorph or May sliding in and bumping them all back a little bit and disrupting them. Like, they did a really good job of protecting their own teammates when which Rythm tried to make an engage.
Yep. Yeah, the Brightwing teleports and the sheep, and honestly, Brightwing did a lot more burst healing than I thought she would. I mean, Brightwing did almost triple the healing of Rhaegar.
I mean, Gibbs was doing a really good job of landing his center shots. That's why.
Gotcha.
Because Brightwing does an
take that
extra.
one.
No, Brightwing's so past the Arcane Flare.
Just in general.
Just
Arcane
in general, if you hit center shots, it automatically triggers a burst heal from Brightwing.
Ah,
That's part of her kit.
that's how much I know about Brightwing and healers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, GG's. We're going to go to game number 2 of this best of 3 in a little bit. But for now, enjoy this map scene as we await for game number 2. All right, fam, we are back. Game number 2 about to start up. We are going to Infernal Shrines picked by the Nexus Kitty Cats. The Witch Rythm. I every time my brain just shuts down when I try to pronounce this.
It's like
Witch
a pause
Rythm.
to think about to make sure.
That I'm not saying it wrong.
Rich Rythm or
because I want to say like Witch Mountain or like like
What?
yeah, like
Changes
escape
the word
from
completely.
Escape from Witch Mountain though. Like I'm just like that's
Okay.
it's a movie, so it's like my brain goes that direction with the double. Anyway, they've elected for first pick, and so the cats have picked Infernal Shrines. I like to say that I wish these teams would pick Tomb of the Spider Queen more often, so we could say Weeb Weavers. That makes me really sad that we don't get the luxury of saying that. What? So
It's the first draft. So this was picked by. So that means they opted for first pick. Which
Rythm opted for first pick? Yep, that's what I said. All right, we're gonna go ahead and draft in a second. What adjustments, Snag, do you think Witch Rythm needs to make in order to come out ahead on game number 2 and take us to game number 3?
So like game 1, they did really good on their getting to the objectives ahead of the other team. That was really good. Like they had 4 of them there before anybody else from the Nexus Cats was even close. And like not even and sometimes you can be like too early because that means you're losing out on the map somewhere. But they were there in like within 10 seconds. So I think this game, I would imagine we're probably going to see more of the same. Hopefully they're not in their heads too much about that loss. But right now, I think they probably just need to focus a little bit more on their target focus. Pick a hero, and everybody goes on that one hero. Because they had the damage there, and Vala almost multiple times almost died, or Turd almost died, or on the Arthas. So I think they just need to do a little bit more execution on the focus target from who was the tank from Blitz, and I think they'll look a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I did think that they did a really good job of picking their targets. It's just like you said that the follow up wasn't always there, but also like they have really good reactions on like their cleanses and everything. Especially I'm talking about like for Division C. I'm looking at I feel like their cleanses are really on point from everybody. And I feel like that can actually turn around a series very easily if you do a correct cleanse and save yourself from a blow.
Yep.
Imperious being banned again. Yeah, they really, really don't want to see either. I think it's either Mark Zombie or Turd on the Imperious. Rel being banned out. That must be a hero that Witch Rythm likes to play.
Yeah, that or Turd really does not like to play it. I think Sloth was on the off lane last game on the Dahaka. Yeah.
Yes, they were. Deckard being banned out. I'm still trying to figure out.
DPC.
Yeah, but they also banned Deckard on the turn. No, the Cats banned Deckard on the turn.
Yes.
But they also have first pick this time, so maybe they want to first pick the ETC. Stukov being banned out. 2 supports down, 2 offlaners down. All the tanks and DPS in the world available. And there's the ETC.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably right now I think he's just the easiest. Not easiest. He's kind of the least counterable tank by the other tanks. ETC does have his counters by the DPS. Honestly, I think all the tanks get countered by DPS, which is why I think I honestly hate first picking tanks, because you want to pick the tank to the DPS. You want to see some DPS there. Like Orphea, ETC does decent to Orphea, not very well because she has so much dashing that after one slide she just gets away. But Garrosh into ETC is not the best, so Witch Rythm is lucking out there. But it's opening them up into they can take the Greymane again, which burned down the Garrosh. They can take a Malthael. They can take Diva, honestly.
Should probably mute my music from earlier.
Oh yeah, Diva's still banned, isn't she?
Diva and Gazlo are still banned, so we're another week away from the new meta. Kael'thas being picked up, Sonya being picked up.
Yeah, going for that objective clear. Sonya able to kind of just stay on the point by herself. Same with Kael'thas, honestly. Kael'thas giving them that wave clear, another stun target. They have 3 stuns for a CC chain. So I'm saying if they can land those stuns, I think they can definitely. I mean, like you can kill a Garrosh, right? I mean, you can kill an assassin, anybody that steps up if they have their focus for this game.
Yep. All right. So what do you think? What do you think support and DPS does the Cats want to pair with this Orphea and Garrosh coming in after?
I'm not surprised that the Cats banned out the Stukov. I think they would have wanted the Stukov here. If they maybe they weren't expecting
Stukov
ETC,
really
but I can
does.
imagine they weren't.
I feel like Stukov really does annoy Garrosh though, because of the shove, because of the silence.
No, the Cats want Stukov. They would. I'm surprised
know,
that they
but
banned Stukov.
I think they were afraid because which Rythm had the 2-3, the double picks to go before the next round of bans.
Oh, okay, maybe it's possible.
The
would not
worst
expect
skin in
the
the game, Anduin, is coming into play right here with Zul, who I found out earlier today. According to Dax on Nexus Edge, if you can't get Zul, you just play Murky because they're basically the same hero.
I mean, not wrong. They operate kind of the same.
So who would be?
But Zul does a lot more in a team fight.
Yeah, who's the hero you'd pick second after Zul if you're trying to fulfill the same role though? What's the next hero that comes to mind?
I mean, there's not really.
Mine was Malthael. Yeah, mine was Malthael.
Yeah, I'd say Malthael.
Zul'jin, Malfurion being picked up. Malfurion is like
stacks.
Malfurion's actually sneaky good again with how.
I mean, Malfurion was sneaky, never bad. So.
No, Malfurion was not amazing for a little while. Like he was still good, but he wasn't like oh my god, I have to play Malfurion.
I mean, there's just because it's Ana and Deckard were just top tier,
yeah.
And they still are. But Malfurion is definitely the better pick here against the Garrosh.
Deckard's top tier anymore.
I think he still is.
I think Anduin's up there, honestly.
What? Nothing changed with Anduin.
The meta changed with Anduin.
What changed? Expand
my horizons. So, yeah, I can't talk about this right now. No, okay, so I'm trying to think. So we have a lot more dive, a lot more
because Garrosh has always been the meta, and Stitch just didn't enter. So
no, but ETC's back in it. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember the two metas beforehand because I feel like we do have a slight meta shift that's going on right now. Sorry, the
anyways,
spray. I know. I got. My brain's like I got to think about it.
Chat can talk about how bad Anduin is.
Blue team. Arthanel on the Orphea, McGiblet's dancing it up on the Anduin, Turd Herder, running around with the Zul, Mark Zombie on the Garrosh, and who did I forget? The Doctor on Sylvanas. That is the Cats.
And on the red team, Witch Rythm, looking to try to bring it to a game 3. Got Tudamas on the Malfurion, Matt on the Zul'jin, Blitz on the ETC, Real Rad Dad on the Kel'Thas, and Zloth on the Sonya. Splitting it off right at the beginning. Don't really want to do much against it.
There was a time when ETC wasn't like before ETC got buffed recently. He still oh my goodness, that was a really good throw by Mark Zombie, and that is a very quick first death.
He just barely missed that stun, or Mark Zombie was just ridiculously fast on getting the throw before he got stunned. I think he was out of range, but yeah, unlucky timing there. If he had stunned the Garrosh, he probably would have been fine.
Okay, so going back to the meta question, I feel like ETC was not the number 1 or 2 tank for a little while. Am I wrong on that?
I feel like that was a while ago.
Well, no, it was a little while ago.
Last time ETC.
So like last season we were playing, and
ETC was top.
Was it?
Yeah.
Why don't I remember you playing him very often? Do you just suck on ETC?
Because we didn't play any real tanks. Do you not remember this? I played the real tanks like twice. But if you looked at everybody else,
thinking our meta, then I can't.
Our meta was definitely
our meta's weird.
ETC was not in our meta.
Messes me up. I don't know. I think so maybe I actually have so to be fair, actually last season I felt there were more than 2 supports, even though I was only forced to play 2 supports. I've liked Anduin for a while.
Yeah, so, I don't hate Anduin. There's just better picks. Like I just feel like he just got shined. Like he gets a lot of good. I mean, he does have a lot of good fighting damage. And they're looking to invade here. I think they get this invade actually. Oh,
Oh, we got
He has
paused.
been frozen in that bush for a while.
So we can actually talk about this a little bit longer. I don't know. I feel like Anduin does a lot of great burst AoE healing, particularly late game.
I think Anduin has some of the best sustain healing, definitely, and he has that root. But like that's all he got.
That slow ass root. No, he's got Light Bomb, which is another AoE stun. He's a really good engage divey support.
Yeah, I mean Anduin's not bad. I mean, like if you have Anduin, like just pick Stukov, who does more, which I know Stukov is banned here. Honestly, I still think Malfurion is a better Anduin.
And Malfurion was taken though in this draft.
And Anduin was taken before Malfurion.
Was he?
Yeah. Because Malfurion was last pick with the Zul'jin. Was it?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I like Light Bomb. I like Light Bomb with the Garrosh. Because like you can like get either you can secure a throw and then into a taunt, or you can, if you get a taunt already, you can just extend the taunt. In essence, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Garrosh, what Garrosh wants in a lot of drafts is he wants somebody else to engage for him, because literally all he can do is what Mark Zombie was doing there. Is he can just mount up. That is his engage. He has to be able to run at you. So Light Bomb is more. I mean, obviously it can always work with anybody. That if you have the opportunity to get on top of somebody and get a throw, Light Bomb's always going to be good. But Light Bomb's going to be infinitely better on like an Anub, an ETC, a Diablo, somebody that's going to have that engage there. But the thing here is that Mark Zombie, and a lot of times he plays like good Garrosh, and he gets the throws that he needs to, and Anduin, their team is just good with the roots. So they like people that have those combo potential. But right now, I mean, they're actually.
I forgot to update the score. It is 1-0 in favor of Cats. They did win game number 1, which was on Cursed Hollow. For those of you joining us late. Anyway, let's actually talk about the match.
So we've been talking about the map. Here's a throw.
Yeah, 2D Moss is in danger now on the Malfurion. The root does save them for a little bit. Mark Zombie kind of not able to fully re-engage on that. Doctor tried to yeet themselves in there, and we just... Where the hell did he die at?
Yeah, Sonya actually soloed the Zul up top, but might get traded.
Is she gonna die in recharge? Yep.
Oh,
and
actually,
now 2D Moss. Oh,
okay.
Malfurion. And the Sonya.
At what cost?
That's a 2-for-1.
At what cost?
Yeah, that's a good trade in favor of the Cats. And now they have the Shrine active, and they're going to get a nice little head start. And I'm going to take a sip of my water.
So Zul'jin actually going the Exodia with the Kill Headhunter at level 1 quest.
Refreshing.
You gotta get... This is always the tricky part when you have a Zul, and it's so hard to kind of to get correct, is the point where he is soaking, and like he's brawling enough to get his stacks without being in threat. But they have enough time here to really come in and re-engage, and they're going to be there before the Zul.
Yeah, Sony trying to make a play right there. Slide onto the Garrosh, and oh my goodness, Mark Zombie just got blown the hell up, and Mick Giblets brought the pain to himself, taking on the Living Bomb. They're trying to get Blitz, and they're able to burst him down. Doctor doing really good damage with the Sylvanas. Orphea, Arthanel, who's getting a little hurt, backs up a little bit. No one's on the point right now. 4v4. Garrosh up first, will return to the battle first. That was actually really good counter engage.
I think favor Witch. Yeah, I mean, after the pull in there, I think Blitz stayed there a little bit too long, and Arthanel and Doctor were able to just keep putting so much pressure onto him.
Mark Zombie looking for a throw on the Zul'jin, able to get it, and the Cats immediately turn and kill Zul'jin. And Mark Zombie looking like a shark for more chum.
Yeah. So that should give them the first Punisher, which is a Arcane. Yeah.
So I feel like into the Garrosh. I don't know how I feel about
ETC has to be next to him all the time.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that you root. So like there's times where you have your root as a shorter cooldown than he has his unstoppable. And so that is the big thing.
Kael'thas getting stunned, getting thrown, getting out.
Yeah, that's
Getting
actually
out.
surprising that he was able to get out of there.
I was ready to do the whole getting killed, but no. Real rad dad shows why he's a rad dad and just Moses way away from the cats. They will lose this top fort, but they're going to take out John Cena from doing any more damage to their well-being. And the cats are making a rotation. I think they're looking to gank Sloth.
Yeah, I mean, they're still...
Dun,
I think they get him.
dun, 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 dun.
I didn't pay attention to see if he had his medallion. He did not have medallion.
Unfortunate. And the cats are 10, by the way.
Yeah, I was
Is
just
that
about to say they
question,
were
Joe?
actually
Eternal
very
Feast.
they were actually just very even on experience up until that time.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, so much
Nice
damage.
Nice little living bond there. It's always fun. That's like what you want to look for in the kill house when you're in lanes with somebody else. Is you try to get those backline minions that are just about to die, and you put a bomb on them right when somebody stands next to them. So it basically instant spreads it.
Nice. All right, what are we looking at? Mages.
You've seen talents in a while. Little tens for everybody.
I have 'em up. I have 'em up.
Okay.
Don't you worry your pretty Carson Wentz little head. We're good. Light bomb, taunt, Warlord's Channels, Eternal Feast. Nothing out of the ordinary. Another throw on the
Dingo will
ETC.
keep
He
up
does,
the,
he does miss the stun, but it doesn't matter. And that didn't seem necessary.
It's a short cooldown.
It is a short cooldown.
Yeah, I mean, they're just running around as 4. I mean, they're hunting, letting Zul do the off lane, kill the minions, PvE game, as this 4-man roaming gank squad is just, I mean, they're hunting. 7-2 right now. Zul'jin wants to try to get some kills to get his Headhunter quests. I mean, they have, honestly, I think Wild Witch is playing too passive. They actually have just as much kill pressure as Nexus Cats does.
Yeah.
I don't think they're realizing that potential. I mean, Zul'jin will shred if he's able to get the Grievous Throw, the armor shred on somebody, and Kael'thas with the stun root behind it. Like, they can kill Garrosh.
I
I
kind
don't
of
think
feel
they're
like
realizing.
the play here is for Blitz to make sure they're the one always thrown, and either they attempt to mosh or they just get blown up. But they take that one for the team, and then their DPS and the rest of their team just like hardcore goes in, and they try to trade like 2 for 1 or whatever, right?
Well,
Like, I
I mean,
feel
honestly,
like-
really, Blitz should really. Mark.
Oh, boy.
If he was just a little bit more patient, he actually would have gotten there because they were actually running into his ISO bush.
Yeah, they were.
But he wouldn't have known that, so we know that. Bird's eye view.
Yeah, because I think he was coming around and start going to this bush right here on the upper right of that.
Yeah, I think as long as Blitz, like, as an ETC player against Garrosh,
Uh-oh.
your main job is
Zul'jin.
to always be following.
Taunted, light bomb, gets 3 of them. Zul'jin's already down. Eternal Feast has gone down, but that is all that we will see on the side of, I guess, the Reaper.
Yep.
The Death Sea
Yeah,
bye-byes.
Taz Dingo doesn't work when you're CC'd the whole time.
Death Dingo does not work.
Yeah, so as an ETC against a Garrosh, your job is to literally keep eyes on Garrosh the entire game. Like, that's all you can do. Because you're there every time you see him going somewhere or you think he's somewhere, you W.
Yeah.
If
'Cause, like,
he's
yeah.
if he hits his Q, you W. If he's walking up next to you, you W. Like, that's your job the entire game. Because then after Garrosh, again, what I said before, Garrosh can only initiate by running up to you on a mount. So if you disrupt that initiation, then you can counter engage. And like,
Yeah.
it doesn't take much. Like, you knock
Like-
him back, he tries to use abilities, you slide him, you full CC.
ECC is the biggest counter to Garrosh, and it's just unfortunate that I think Blitz is just not really maybe aware how to do that, or just not being able to execute the way they want. Like right there,
There's been a
W,
lot of times
like
that Mark has been able to swing around away from the ETC, like on that bot. He's gotten behind onto the DPS multiple
yeah, and
times.
that's
and
fair.
it's really
that,
good on
that
Mark.
last one,
Yeah.
that last one, like Zul'jin, like he's just dead to rights. Like,
Like, yeah, he swings
Unless-
all the way around.
unless
to try to
Blitz
get the
happens
fix.
to be up on top instead, which they kind of had to be on the bottom, I think, for how that engage was going. You know,
Yeah, and again, still Zul, they have this double soak. What is Zul at the soak with? He's got
that's
71k.
four.
I mean, he's right pretty close to Sonya.
Yeah, Sonya's got higher XP total from what I can see.
Yeah. Unlucky that these two players basically just don't get to play the same game as the rest of the 4.
I mean, that's what you get for being off-laner. You play your own game.
That's what you get for being off laners. Uh-oh,
fair,
but Zlop is going to be
Sonya
a little
has-
too far out.
Sony has the lanes pushed out pretty well in comparison, but oh my goodness, did she get
Okay,
it?
yeah.
Oh,
but he gets the
nice, nice. You know what?
Deserved it anyways.
That might have been worth because they lost.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, you walked into it. They lost Light Bomb, 1-for-1 trade. They're gonna get the
Nice.
Doctor. They are. Blitz might go
Blitz.
down in retaliation though. 2D Moss a little far forward. Oh my goodness, that turnaround.
The chomp stepped right into the chomp, unlucky.
Yeah, Arthur now just going Arthur. Wow.
Got him.
Okay.
No.
That's a 3 for 2 in favor of Nexus Kitty Cats, and I really thought for a second that was a really good engage for which Rythm, but the Cats were able to turn that one around as well.
Yeah,
Like,
they had the combo there. Like, we saw
Sloth-
the full combo. They had
Yeah.
Kael'thas on the stun. They had a root behind it. They had Twilight Dream on it. And that killed out Sylvanas pretty quickly. If they just execute that every time, then they can turn it around.
And Sloth had a really
They haven't lost a
great
keep yet.
reaction on the Azul to just delete them real quick before they went down.
Yeah. He was like, oh, okay, you'll stay near me and you take a slam to the face.
Mm-hmm. Hello, friends.
Yes. Would you like to have a conversation with my big swords?
I have a spear with your name on it. Okay, so anyway, we have camps being taken on the side next to Cats. Mark Zombie looking for more in the bushes. Blitz is anchoring for
Yeah, this is good.
Which
That's
which
what he
Rythm-
wants to see all the time.
There he goes. Exactly. That's a perfect little boop away, and he walks away. And all I think Garros can do is look at him and go,
But now, next time, I want to see them like where they can see everybody rotating. Like right now, Nexus Cat's doing really good. They were out of vision there. I think only Mark was in vision, so they know that somebody was in this bush. But they can actually just kind of turn on that where they see Mark Zombie stepping up really far ahead and then just kill Mark Zombie.
nice. Nice scout. All right. All right.
Maybe Blitz was listening to the to the cast. No, I think he's definitely
I mean, I think he's been trying to do it
anchoring
the
a
whole
lot
game.
better.
Yeah, I think it's just also just kind of learning the tendencies of the other team a little bit. There's a nice little slide and stun on the Mark Zombie, and taunt goes
Oh, he tried
down.
the taunt.
And yeah, Mosh Pit got
That hit-
interrupted. Got the 10-second
Yeah.
cooldown interrupted, and I think Wailing Arrow went out. Everything went out except for Light Bomb.
The thing about the Cats is that they've been really good with their drafting. They do still get a lot of short cooldown, powerful ults like Taunt, Light Bomb, Silence Arrow, and they rip them on cooldown. Like if it's any time that a fight even looks like it's showing up, they're not hesitant to just rip an R button, which is exactly what you want to see, honestly. Like I think too many people are too like, oh, I gotta wait for the perfect moment. Oh, I'm not gonna get much value here. It's like it doesn't really matter if you don't get value; you'll just reset.
I mean, yeah, because like if the cooldown's within a minute ish, it's kind of like just doesn't matter. It'll be up for the next team
yeah,
fight.
just
most
use it all the
likely.
time. Yep.
Doctor being kind of not really ganked out, but Matt was kind of hanging out in that bush waiting for a victim. I think if the rest of the team was there, right? If even like just like Malfurion's there, I think that's a dead.
I think this is
with
their
the
last
Doctor.
chance to fight before 20. Oh, okay.
Oh yes, he's
Good
going
slide.
in. Dance party, getting both the Garrosh and the Anduin. One will go down. Matt is super low on the Zul'jin, but is going to finish off Zul. Zul'jin will kill Zul. Tootie Moss,
Oh no.
low on health. This is the fight that you said which Rythm really wanted, and they got it, and they were able to get 2 kills for none. And I think they have a chance to get this shrine, but they only need 5 more on the side of Cats, and they're going in.
They need to slide.
Oh,
Yep.
he really wanted Malfurion. That was a great slide by Blitz, but Malfurion still goes down. That's 2 for 2. We got 2 DPS versus 2 DPS. No, 2 DPS versus 1 tank and a DPS. I don't know. I think Which Rhythm can win this.
I mean, they lose the objective. But
Yeah,
I think
they do.
Oh, no.
and, oh no, you gotta
Ooh,
get a
good
kill
blink.
there. Oh, that was a really great blink. Yeah, they're in a weird
I
spot.
think these two might die.
They are in a really weird spot. Don't go out.
Kael'thas is
Don't go out.
still healthy.
No, but you can just hearth from back there. Oh no. They could just
Unlucky.
hearth. It's like
Yeah.
under the keep. Oh, that's
I think he showed
unfortunate.
himself because he thought Kael'thas was gonna get hit there. I think he's like, oh, I gotta go help Kael'thas because he's about to get stunned. I can probably try to kill him. And then the Punisher jumped on him.
And yeah, and the Punisher jumped on you once that happened. Oh no. Oh no. It's a disaster. It's an incredible
That
move.
is not what Witch Rhythm wanted to happen, but good on Mark to be in there close enough. They looked so good on that team fight. They got the right kills, and then I actually didn't really see too much how it happened on after the re-engage by Nexus Cats after they were down 2-1 and they re-engaged.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how they got the 2 kills like so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it was looking good, and then it went oh so very wrong for Witch Rhythm, and it feels bad. I was hoping. I thought they had it there. So I ended up level 20s for the Cats, not for
Well,
Witch
game's
Rhythm.
not over yet.
All
They're
keeps
just gonna lose all their
almost
keeps.
going down. Yeah, they lose those.
They're gonna go for it. They're still level 20. I think Nexus Cats definitely keeps pushing this up. Sylvanas will have her trade up in 20. There's really nothing else to do on the map, honestly. Oh, nice unstoppable there, Mark.
Very
Zombie.
nice. Nice light living bomb though. Light bomb. Wow, that was great
combos.
damage and retort. There goes nobody. Arthur now though in a 1v1 with Matt, and Matt is gonna win that every time with Zul'jin. But Malfurion goes down the back line. I assume from the Doctor. Yep, from the Doctor. On the Sylvanas. 2 for 1 again. Trade in favor of the Kitty Cats. Ooh. But they didn't lose their keep, and they are 20.
Cat, what are you doing?
This is Master of Flames, Infinite Bomb on the side of Witch Rhythm.
Hopefully they can spread. They do group up a lot to try to follow up on the marks on the Garrosh throw, so maybe they can use that for their advantage. I mean, honestly, Mark has been killing it with like his unstoppables have been like so good. I'm very, very impressed with like even it's really hard to actually unstoppable the ETC knockback and still get the Q because a lot of times if you're in range for one, like you have to hit the unstoppable, which means that's using a second that you're not using Q, and he can probably be out of range for it. So like the mind game on that was on point.
All right, Cat's coming in with the Sylvanas trait. They're going to take this last keep, I presume. Orphea is just now respawning, though, so I guess they're going to walk away. They just want some chip damage on it. Slide onto Zul. Dance Party has been initiated. Silence goes out, stopping that.
But it's enough.
And it's a nice pull by the Anduin. Now Light Bomb. Ugh, Turd still goes down. Slide by ETC. Silence by Malfurion. Garrosh can't do anything. Sonya's going to go down. And I think Matt's going to go down, right? Yep.
Oh yeah, Tazdingo, no.
Oh, he did? I assumed it was on cooldown. Oh, no. 3 for 1. And I think the Cats now say, okay, we can have this keep now, right? Are they going core?
No, they can go. Yeah, I think they go core.
They go core.
They get a Garrosh. I mean, they still have Garrosh. They still have like a big kill, all their kill combo.
That's true.
Like all the main forward. This is the 4-man. Like all they lost is their minion killer.
Their minion killer. Keldon's doing their darndest to try to keep this at bay, but the Cats are going to finish this match and win this series 2-0.
I think you just have to ban Mark's Garrosh. That was definitely looking way too good.
Yeah, it did look pretty good.
Cat's being so needy.
Your cat or the Nexus Cats?
Both.
All right. Let's see if someone from the Cats want to interview. While I do that, what do you think about that match overall?
I mean, there's not that much else to say other than Nexus Cats just looked really strong. They execute so well. They are very much in sync with each other with all their ultimates and where people want to go and when the picks happen. They have the macro sense down. I mean, they're going to be... They just look good.
I'm just trying to find anybody. Oh, no, they did look really good. And I feel like the Witch Rhythm was just like always so close to getting what they wanted. Right? Like, it was just like, right there.
Yeah.
And then it would all
like
go.
they had a lot of good teams. They looked a lot better in that game than they did in game for Witch Rhythm. They were getting a lot of good combos, and then so I wasn't really paying attention to the re-engage of Nexus Cast. Just kind of, I guess maybe they weren't expecting and caught them off guard, and so they didn't have the same consistency on the first engage. But Wish Rhythms definitely looked better game 2 than game 1.
Yep.
Which is good,
All right.
because after a loss, it's kind of harder to do that.
We're going to lobby 5, Snag, to talk to the cats. What's up, fam? Did that go off? I don't hear anything. I don't think this lobby's working. Alright. If you all can hear me, I'm going to pause it for a second, because I think Discord just crapped out. So hold on one second. Okay, everybody. Discord issues resolved. It looks like the lobbies just went down for a little bit. Wait. Is it working again? Oh my goodness, it keeps happening. I keep seeing it go to like, it keeps going like the yellow zone of endpoint's not working. Anyway, we are joined by Arthur now and McGiblets of the Nexus Cats. How you doing, fellas? Congratulations on your win.
Doing pretty well. How about yourself, Lion? Thanks for casting us.
I'm good. Apparently my computer's been having issues the last few days, because like Soothsayer wasn't working, now my camera's not working. I swear to God, I'm just going to yeet it out the window. But other than that, doing well. So how did you feel coming in this series against Witch Rhythm? We recognize a couple of their players, but it seems like they might be a semi-new team.
Yeah, so I think the whole squad actually played back in like season 6 or 7. Not 100% sure on that, but we ended up watching their game against your math teachers earlier this week, and I think we got a pretty good read on their play style and stuff like that. So we felt pretty good coming into this because we were pretty prepared for this matchup.
All right, so going into game number 1, I'm trying to remember what the drafts were. They banned your ETC, and you ended up taking... What was the tank? May. That's right. May. So Cursed Hollow was the map they picked, and we did notice that Gibbs, you went on the Brightwing. Was that in response of the Diablo pick on their side, or is this because you really want to play Brightwing?
That's because I really want to play Brightwing.
Insightful.
I mean, the Diablo was a thing, but I just really wanted to play Brightwing there.
All right. So, picking up the Arthas.
I don't know what y'all wanted.
Were there any other time? There were any times in that game? You had some really good avalanches on the May. Do you guys practice? Because Avalanche has been banned all last season, essentially. Have you had a lot of practice on with the Avalanche May so far?
It was available at the end of XGDI, and we used it several times. But
and for the audience, what's XGDI?
Zul'jin Distillery Invitational. And
that's an off-season tournament you all were in, correct?
Yep. We participated in it, and we actually won it. So we're running kind of high right now.
We're trying to be humble here, but okay.
I'm not.
I mean, it's not unhumble to say that you won something,
right? So. I mean, that's a statement facts.
It's the one thing we won, so I'm gonna talk about it just a little bit.
I mean, it seemed like you guys were actually drafting good comps in that instead of bad comps like you did in the playoffs last season. Is that correct? Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, that's a fair statement. We did draft some pretty bad comps in the NGS playoffs last season.
Yeah, we were there. We remember. I think Snag. Was it you, Snag, or was I with Rio that one? I don't remember if you were on vacation.
I think
for
that was
one.
Rio.
It was Rio.
It was
yeah.
Rio.
I remember us like going like hella like Monka-esque. Like what is this comp? What are they doing? That being said, I feel like a lot of times during the series, which Rythm had really good engages on your team, and they actually got a kill first, and then you all were able to counter engage and win the team fight, getting 2 or more kills in response. What was the like the comms or everything like during those situations, and how were you able to turn those team fights around in your favor?
So typically, the way they engaged in us is one person would go really deep, and everyone else would follow up and then kind of back out after the kill, while that one person was still deep. So we could take that kill and then follow it up with another kill and just kind of snowball it from there. And we noticed them do it against your math teachers, and so we kind of had the feeling the same thing would happen again. So we'd burst whoever came in, and that was pretty much the plan. Get the target who comes in first.
Nice. So some scouting was involved.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nexus cats go hard. They don't doing it casual here, even though they like to think so.
We're casual last season. This season, we're gonna try.
All right, Snag, you have another question for them?
Game 2. Do you think do you think you're going to be banned out of Garrosh?
I mean,
from now on?
They can ban us out of Garrosh and then deal with some other stuff. So sure,
there you go.
Whatever they want.
You can't ban Mark.
You can't ban Mark.
This is probably the worst interview we've ever done.
Yeah.
By the way, like what's?
It's okay.
We're asking for Turd next time. Turd's only.
Hey,
good.
Turd did say he's not talking to Linehouse. So.
That's not true.
He
Turd
very specifically said that. Actually.
No,
he said he does not want to talk to Linehouse. These are facts.
Linehouse kicked him out of Nexus Edge. He doesn't want to talk to him anymore.
First of all, have you not seen our hosts for Nexus Edge now? Like they dress up.
That's true. That's true.
Like they look so much more professional.
That was like his whole shtick.
Well, dude, Turd dressed up last season as Arthano. What are you talking about?
No, that was actually the best
true.
one. That was the best episode of Edge, I think, was when Turd looked a lot like Arthano.
That's true.
Anyway,
He's a lot more handsome that season.
do you guys have any last? I can't. Oh my god, I can't even
Shout-outs?
think. Shout-outs, pimps, things you want to say before we end this cast. You guys have put me to sleep with this interview. That's probably why I can't even.
Honestly, I came in.
This is all you, man.
I came in.
How
running
dare
the
you?
interview.
How
You could ask better
dare.
questions, Line.
No.
I came in here thinking you were gonna flame me for me just feeding
Yeah,
on
what?
the second game. Like that's the only reason I'm here, so I can defend myself. But you
You
didn't.
could have
do that.
flamed the Arthas pick in Cursed Hollow, apparently.
No, it
that was
worked
good.
out well. How would I? Why would
Yeah,
I
it did
flame
work
that?
out well. It
I guess
was a
the
good
Gray Man.
pick. There
Yeah,
was
we
a
should
reason
dab.
for it.
But your
We should
Linehouse,
dab.
you flame
We should
everything.
dab on this interview, except that we have no cameras right now, so we can't do it for you,
But
Bobo.
you know, he didn't ask about the Arthas pick. He didn't ask the interesting questions.
He's like, "What, Gibbs?
Wait,
why do you want to play
yeah,
Brightwing? I like her."
The Arthas pick was obvious.
It was obvious, but you know.
Okay, all right, chat. You
Gray
all,
Man,
you all are redeeming
love
dabs when we have no cameras.
Yeah, that's
You're
for
gonna-
next cast.
You're gonna have to come back at 7:30 when we cast Minion Miners versus. Oh shit, who are we casting? Is it Minion Miners?
Should I turn on my camera? Should I dab with you guys?
It's Minion Miners.
I'm just kidding. My
I
camera's
know it's
broken.
Minion
I
Miners,
can't-
but I forget who they're against.
Oh my! I'll scroll.
Fox and his carries. That's right. That's a new team. So we'll have to redeem those dabs then. I have a limit on dabs. Yeah, I do. I have a limit on a lot of things actually because y'all spammed them one time. This is,
Hydrate.
No. Yeah. No. You guys can say scam all you want in chat, but you brought this upon yourselves by not being able to control yourselves. All right.
Doesn't mean you don't dab.
Classic
Okay, fine.
Linehouse
I mean,
talking to
fine.
chat instead of.
Do
the
you hear me?
interviewees.
Do you hear me dabbing, Boba?
I'm dabbing right now.
I'm totally dabbing.
I'm dab. I just
Did you hear
dabbed.
the
Did you hear that?
your
Did you hear the whoosh?
Yeah.
All right. Shout outs from the two cats, from Arthanow and Gibbs.
Shout out to my team. Shout out to Amanda for putting up with Mark's bull. Shout out to you guys for casting us, of course, and shout out to Rythm for playing some hots with us today.
Gibbs, anything you want to
I'll
add?
add the final shout out to the beatbox. 'Cause, you know, those guys deserve it, and they
That's
actually helped me with
profusely
my
annoying.
builds. They helped me with my builds. It's very nice.
That feels cheap.
Juice, you can't just put here request be dab. It doesn't work that way. All right. All right, you two. Thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on your win, and good luck the rest of the season.
Have a great day.
You too.
You guys
It's like
too.
you have to play unranked now, Lighthouse. Oof.
Big oof. All right, Snag. We have another match coming up at 7:30, so we will be back later this evening for you fine folks here in the Mouse House. We will have 2 dabs to redeem. There was a posture check, which I feel like I will redeem on camera as well, because I am a benevolent mouse. Snag,
Benevolent mouse.
do you have anything else you'd like to add for the end of this before we peace out and come back in about an hour and 20 minutes?
Wait, isn't the game at like 40 minutes?
Is it 7:30 or 7?
It's at 7. Pretty sure.
No, it's 7:30. Yeah, I'm looking at the
That's
NGS
even
website
better.
right now. It's 7:30.
Okay. All right. Yep.
7:30
All right.
Pacific time.
We'll see everybody in an hour.
Hell yeah. Back in an hour, do a couple dabs, do a couple posture checks. You know, for the fans. Sir, I request the service.
We in there.
I will be giving you your service, Juice. You have to wait a little bit though. My camera literally is broken. I'm gonna fix that in between. Like it's not working. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for the Mouse House this evening. Congratulations to the Cats winning 2-0 against Witch Rythm. This has been an NGS Division C East matchup. We'll return for a Division A West matchup here at 7:30 Pacific time with about an hour and 20 minutes. Thank you all. Have a wonderful hour or so, because I know you all are going to come back to watch the next Cats because you love us that much. I assume. Ciao.
Taking away one of those counters there. And you know, it's not the end of the world if your team just drafts nothing but counter after counter, because it's kind of the same thing with like a Cho'Gall, in that like you can definitely ban to counter the Cho'Gall or pick to counter the Cho'Gall, but you're only taking care of 2 characters in the equation. And like if you super focus on killing the Cho'Gall and he doesn't die, then the rest of their team is just gonna kill you. So there has to be a little bit of fluctuation in like you're super focused on Deathwing. Like what about ETC? We gotta deal with him. So far they only have sleep and grenades and interrupt, which is a fair amount. You see Diablo Deckard banned in a way there while I'm going to that whole rant about how to counter Deathwing there. Of course, both very strong right now. Healer pool getting thinner and thinner as we go on. Furious and Lee Min are picked up by Seton. Looking looking to be a superb game right now. Imperious, another good counter into that Deathwing. He's got that percent health at level 1. We'll have to get up the CDR on the spear. So, a little bit of a give and a take there, but worth it. Stukov, gonna come out for iTunes. Jay, what are you gonna finish us up with? Is it gonna be a 4-man Deathwing if you pulled the wool over everybody's eyes?
I hear the call of the wild.
It's gonna be Rexar. So this definitely could be a 4-man Deathwing. We might have been super bamboozled. You can see now here, even Seaton is like, in terms of what they're up to right now. You rated since our first match, Menace? Thank you, Lionhouse. I appreciate that. We're gonna see the Mal'Ganis come out here as the next tank. Interesting. We don't get to see much Mal'Ganis lately, and I'm really digging it because I'm a big Mal'Ganis player. I used to be when he was super OP. So, looking at these, I would like to do like who I think won the draft from my silver perspective, and then ask the chat what they think as we get into it, because I always like to bring it back over here to me as opposed to that ugly loading screen. You know, not that this is much better, but like, hey, you know, I don't know, maybe you can like screen cap like a really ugly face that I'm making or something, you know? So, looking at these teams, there's some Galaxy Brain play in up and coming. Ooh, that was quick, as we're going to hop into this game here. Galaxy Brain play coming out from the other Koreans that I don't quite understand. And so because of that, I am going to give the draft win at the start of the game over to the members of Seaton, because I can understand their comp a little bit more. That's just my opinion. Would love to hear yours as we start in this game number 1 in our best of 5 series. Over here on the left-hand side, I know my left from my right, left-hand side, we are going to see Seaton with Dark Chimera on that Ana. Fury is going to be your Mal'Ganis. Corgi Booty playing that Imperious.